overdoses on this stuff. So, you know, like the police are supposed to be protect and serve. That's what it says. But my question is, protect and serve who? Because it's not obviously it's not us they're serving.
I once had an officer tell me that the main reason marijuana was still illegal was because of the police enforcement angle. If they didn't have the funding from the marijuana busts, they'd lose over half the police force. Well, if they're spending 90% of their time chasing the marijuana,
yeah,
and it's only paying 50% of the budget, it seems to me that they need to lose half the force anyway.
Well, it'd be a good idea. Well, I asked when I was in court, they brought the marijuana expert against me, which was kind of ludicrous because he didn't know his subject at all. But I asked him how much of the funding, you know, that the RCMP receives goes towards pursuing marijuana. And he told me, right on the stand, over 60% of their funding. And I looked at him and I said, you spend all that money pursuing a plant that never hurt anyone. It was pathetic. You know, when I first did the cross-examination on him, I asked him, I said, you're here as a marijuana expert for the RCMP, is that correct? He said, yes, that's correct. I said, what do you know about hemp? Well, he says, I know nothing about hemp. And I looked at him and I said, you're a marijuana expert and you don't know that marijuana is hemp. And then he argued with me. I couldn't believe that. No, hemp is one thing and marijuana is another. Well, according to the Canadian government, but that's not, you know, that, like I said, they brought that in the 1930s. So when he argued with me, I held up the law that was put in place in 1923. And I held it up before the jury and I told them, I said, strangely, the law that was put in place says nothing about marijuana, but it does say Indian hemp. So I guess it's safe to say that, well, I just kept going at him. So in the end, I think it's safe to say that I made a fool out of him. And the reality is I mean, the case, we won the case, I know we did. But the Crown prosecutor was seen leaving the jury room 3 minutes before they came in with my verdict. That was, I have an eyewitness to that. It has never been disproven, and they didn't do anything about it. So there's our legal system. You know, they don't care much about justice.
Just for the benefit of those who might not know it, the Crown prosecutor is not supposed to have access to the jury.
Well, jury tampering, yes, is against the law. And the other thing was, too, they knew when I was there, I had 10 patients ready to testify. Some had been cured with terminal cancers, and I had 6 doctors. And they asked me, they said, what are your intentions? And I said, I want to put the patient on the stand and let them tell their story to the jury, and then I'll put the doctor on, and that way he can't lie. Well, they wouldn't allow that to happen, because, I mean, the cat's out of the bag. It is a cure for cancer. So why are all these criminals going along with it? And, I mean, the public's waking up now, and like I said, I don't want to see bloodshed, but somebody better wise up, and they better do it pretty damn quick.
Well, we've already got that bloodshed. We're trying to reduce an existing bloodshed that this one pill for one ill attitude of big pharma. They're killing us off with malnourishment and some of these. Well, okay, but I've smoked prodigious amounts of cannabis in my 50-odd years, and I know that you're not real fond of suggesting that cannabis has medicinal value in the smoking form, but when people ask what good did it, I would tell them, A, it helps me regulate my dietary. I don't have much of an appetite. It helps to stimulate my appetite.
Yes.
B, it helps to take me down into sleep when I'm tired and sort of a little bit insomnia.
Well, it can help. I mean, even with glaucoma, it can help lower ocular pressure for glaucoma patients, just smoking it. It also can help with blood sugar from just smoking it. But again, it is the least medicinal way.
Right.
Limited. When you smoke it, you have very, very limited medicinal value. But when you take, you know, the oil, well, you're not just lowering your blood sugar, you're rejuvenating the pancreas, and this is what we've seen. It rejuvenates vital organs. As a matter of fact, I've asked the question before, when you're taking big doses of this oil, are you really aging? You know, when your vital organs are being rejuvenated, because as we age, our vital organs deteriorate, and so do we.
Part of the definition of aging,
right?
Is the deterioration.
And now we get all these reports coming back from people, kidney functions going way back up, lung functions. So this is definitely rejuvenating vital organs, and I really don't think when you were taking this oil that you are even aging.
That's interesting food for thought. Okay.
The ladies from the next show are here, so we're going to bow out as we're not in the middle of a song and we're almost at the end of our hour.
And I guess what we'll do, just for the convenience of the throw over here, is we'll put this over the computer and let the ladies get settled at the console. At their leisure, they'll come back and introduce themselves in their own good time. John and I would like to thank Rick Simpson for
It was a pleasure to be here.
Showing up here and helping us to expose another one of the bubbles of deception.
And there's lots of them.
If we get any kind of response, maybe we'll get a chance to invite you back after you come back from Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'd be happy to come back.
Okay. Take care, Rick. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.